slot man moves right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On the ground, they go with Young. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Pitts going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And Graham on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's Graham again with a catch, just like the last play. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Spiller going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Able to fight through one. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's got some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
He'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Brought down by Najee Johnson.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. Second and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. Right back to Spiller on second down. And here he'll get it down to 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run here with Spiller. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pitts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Pitts. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pitts. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ram.
To the air again, Herbert. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Pitts. It's complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. Get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Throwing on first down. Pitts. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Draw play, Spiller. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw. Herbert. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Pitts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pitts. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They run behind center with Spiller. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 95 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Isaiah Spiller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Pitts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off play action. Pitts. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Back to throw. Pitts. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Pitts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week one and week two. We'll see how both of these teams progress